Good morning, everybody. I am actually heading over to Coles now. We have Nate and Jamie coming down, our kind of crop specialists. They are bringing breakfast pizza. So I was so glad because I was running behind schedule this morning and I am hungry. I'm watching down the road. I don't know if you can see it. There's a fox running through the field. That's a fairly good size fox. It's a coyote or a fox. I don't know about you guys, but lately I go to bed and I am like, I'm out until morning. I wake up and it's like, wow, absolutely beautiful morning though. They're talking, and I might be wrong, I need to double check, but I think they're talking close to 60 today. Morning. Morning, guys.
Good morning. How we doing?
Good. What do we got?
Pizza. Milk. Orange juice. So.
Come on in, guys. Jamie.
Good morning, sir.
How you doing?
Not bad. It's been a while.
It has been a while. I don't know where the fall went. I'm sure for you guys even worse.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Time just flies anymore.
Yeah. Nate and Jamie, we had a 3-hour meeting with them. Not all of it was meeting time, but we had a lot of stuff to discuss on chemicals, fertilizer. Get the shock of some of the prices have dropped a little bit. Some have actually gone up a little bit. So, you think you're gaining a little bit and then the next one takes the slap away from what they just slapped you with. Well, me and little Ellie here, we gotta head to a cemetery. We have a cremation to cover today. So let's go off and go do that, guys. It's amazing how much dirt gets dug out of a cremation hole. Oh, wow. I give Ellie a moment to check things out here. We kind of use a block of wood to try to stomp the dirt back down, so less sinking we'll have this spring due to the rains and thawing. It's amazing, even when you stomp the dirt down, you think you get everything packed. It's not like Mother Nature shaking it back down. Ellie, stay here. Ellie, stay here. You can tell little Ellie, she likes to help too. This is where sometimes it gets a little tricky. It's not a science or nothing, but try to get the plug put back in where we can stomp it down where it looks flat, but not have it sunk too low, because it's always hard. You can put a little dirt on top and the grass grow through. And what we'll do with this extra dirt, over here is a grave that was a full size. It's kind of settled some, so it needs more dirt on it anyhow, so we're going to scatter this dirt on that. Next spring we'll have to bring some new fresh dirt in there, reseed that grave, but this is a good place to ditch the excess dirt. I know a lot of this dirt, if you had it raked out looking nice, the grass will grow through it, but it's just nice to come out to the cemetery, see things looking nice around your grave. When the dirt's not showing grass, it just looks ugly. Hey, no. Yeah, we're getting her looking pretty good. Had somebody ask me the other day, like flowers, they were going to be going to a loved one's funeral, and they're like, the flowers, do we do them, do we don't? They were looking at some and they were like 120 bucks, and they're like, they're nice flowers, but 3 or 4 days they're going to be dead. And I'm like, there's no right or wrong. If you want to get flowers for the funeral, it looks beautiful, but a lot of times people are there, their minds are thinking about the loved one. Whatever you do it's okay. Don't ever think somebody's judging you on that. I always got to be careful with some of these flowers too. Some of them, they put them little thorns in there, so I got to be very gentle when I touch them so I don't get a thorn in my thumb. I know one time I was at a funeral and some people said, well, this ain't how they did it 40 years ago or 50 years ago. They had things set up totally different. I don't know what all they did different there, but that's the thing. A funeral, when you're doing the planning of a funeral and stuff, remember guys, it is your day. It is the people there to see the ones that are alive. to remember the one that passed away. So it's remember, you can basically do whatever you want at that funeral. It's your day, your money is paying. So just remember, sometimes I know there's a couple older funeral homes that like, well, we can't do that. It's not traditional. What is traditional? You know, it should be set up how you guys want to be remembered everything. Well, looks like we get to stay busy today, guys. This will be Ronnie that's coming in to load up. So let's get him underneath the load out here. Ronnie's been one of our drivers for years and years. Super great guy, very gentle with stuff. So we'll load him up and then he'll make an 1.5-hour journey to ditch this corn.
This one weighs 24.
Oh, wow. You get a lot on there then. All right, there goes Ronnie off with another load. So we're trying to take advantage of right now the good weather. Just trying to lighten up, trying to get some corn out of the bins to lighten the loads and stuff. Perfect timing. We have Cody pulling in behind us now. He's getting a load, so we're gonna go back to loading up another truck with corn. This worked out really well. Ronnie just left, and I mean, it was like 2 minutes later, Cody called and was just down the road. This trailer here fools me. It holds a lot more corn than a guy thinks the way it's designed inside. All right, we got Cody heading off. This is kind of nice when the truckers pull in at a steady pace. Whoops, hold on. Little Ellie's wanting to run out. Well, what I want to start doing, I have a little time today. Cooper and Zach have been washing up equipment, trying to get things done at the other farm. I think right now Cooper's off doing some other business, but I thought I'd start cleaning up around here over at the bin site. Try to get things cleaned up while the weather's nice. I'll have to, when I get the bill from all the belts, I'll have to tell you guys how many belts we burn off this unit this year. Just kind of like to try to get things picked up. Corn and stuff that's kind of splattered out of the trucks or the wind blew it out. It's just nice to get it cleaned up so the birds ain't sitting here eating it all. Don't know to use a rake or a broom. Where you at, Ellie? Ellie, where you at, girl? Ellie! Better go see where she ran off to. Ellie! Kind of at the end of the day, been basically just filling truckers today, which is a good thing. I ain't complaining there at all because beautiful weather. It's nice to get some grain out of here soon. And, we gotta go close the machine shed doors yet, so we better go do that. The little pup is ready to go home. Should we go close the machine shed doors quick, bud, and then we can go home? Come on, boy, girl. Oh, it kind of seems like one of them days. Really haven't been overworked, but we'll probably go back over here. I got to fill some truckers, and then we'll probably. I keep looking at that bin for some reason. I started coning some out inside, and I probably should have done that because now what's going to happen when I'm taking out a side draw, it'll probably quit sooner since I dished down the inside. Probably not the smartest move, but weight's weight getting it off there, so that's a good thing. You stay here, Ellie. Let's get these doors closed and call her a day. Someday we'd like to put an overhead door in here. The overhead door would be really nice. The only thing is, they don't give that away either. That's kind of the hard part. Anymore with farming, anything you want to do, anything you want to buy of any kind of size, the price tag kind of scares you. But as you guys know, Cooper and Zach re-straightened these doors. They reinforced it. We just got to figure out a little better way to latch them so when the wind's blowing, we don't always have to strap them to a vehicle or a piece of machinery. But I think we're going to call it a night. This will be the end of the video. I'm going to head home. Mama Cornstar's home making supper. I think little Ellie's going to come home with us for a little bit. Cooper's out doing some stuff with some corn heads. And it's a good time to go home, and harvest is over, so I want to be home a little bit earlier anyhow if I can to see my little wife. So that's what I'm going to do. Talk to you guys tomorrow.